Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. We have a 2005 Ford 500 and customer complaint is check engine light on and raw vital. So I did a diagnosis on this one and I found some misfire codes and some link codes which I will show you in a second. So this is a B6 3.0 Duratec. Let me show you the codes. So I did the diagnosis already, but I want to at least to share this with you. So we have system lean, bank one, and then cylinder one misfire, and then misfire detection or detected at the first 1,000 revolutions, and everything is on the bank one. So I also went and did. Let me show you the next thing I have. So I did a balance test with the hotel, which is very handy. And as you can see on the graphic, this is probably around 5 minutes of the car running. That we have like, I don't know, 10, 12, or probably more misfires on cylinder one and some on cylinder three, but just one, which I recommend to replace all the coils, all the spark plugs, it, this is the fire in order. So as you can see, number one and three are on the same bank, which is the back, and they're covered by the intake. So this is very common on these cars. And what you need to do is replace coils and spark plugs. Customer just wanted to replace the rear coils and all the spark plugs, which is okay. The front ones are very easy, as you can see here. I mean, accessing these ones is at any time, so I'm okay with that. I'm also putting their filter, and he has a lot of leaves in here, so probably the car stays parked for a while, so I will clean that too. So the reason of this video will be more of repair than diagnosis, which is already done, but I wanted to share that with you. So I hope you guys enjoy watching me work, and this is what it's going to be now. Okay. All right, so we're pretty much ready to go. The first thing that I always recommend to do is obviously disconnect the battery. Um, you're gonna be working with fuel and so always safe first or safety first. I like to make sure that cable is not gonna come back and try to reconnect. All right, okay. We will need to remove the MAF or the intake so we got a better room. These hoses are just you just pull the stop and then get the hose out completely. Don't leave it in there because you will break it. One thing I keep saying, that arm that I got for Christmas or my mother-in-law got me for Christmas is just being so handy. I love it. All right, so we can get this out. Now we need a flat for a filter. Oh, the hose in here. We got another connection in here, vacuum line. Okay. I want to show you something, guys. This is I just removed the filter with you. I want to show you what was in there. So without stopping the video, I'm going to take you there. Look at that in the intake, right in the throttle body. So this is just so lucky for the owner of this car that it hasn't been sucked in and going to the valves because that would most likely bent above. That was very lucky for him. And even thinking on that, I will check that cylinder with a boroscope, cylinder one, with that boroscope when I remove the intake, because if it does has reached a cylinder or a valve, that might be the misfire. So we will. Well, I have to be more careful with this because again, all I can see on the scanner is that we have a dead miss, or not really a dead miss, but a misfire on cylinder one. Can this be the issue of that? Of course it can. So I have to be very careful with looking at that. And it's impossible to do any checks until you remove the intake manifold. That's what I also liked to record because now you are my witness and I can show the video to the customer. All right, so I like to look around, make sure we have there's a vacuum line off in here. Is this a vacuum line or no, that's not a vacuum line. This is just a breather from the transmission. Customers were saying that he noticed a loose line, and that's probably what he referred. Okay, I like to just remove the throttle body and leave it here. And this way I don't have to think on coolant dripping. Get a magnet tray, put that here. This is supposed to be just vacuum, right? A little too strong for my finger. Looks like a T25. Yep, smaller than that. So it's a T20. Sorry, it's a T20. Not sure. Feels like it's picking up more noise. The microphone. Might be wrong. We'll see when I do the editing. All right. So now, like I said, you can just leave the throttle body here, which is not going to be in my way. And guys, since I will be working on the intake exposed and everything, I'm going to clean that first. So let me stop the video. All right, guys, I got the debris away. Just want to make sure nothing goes inside the engine. There's a lot of leaves and stuff. Let's work on this now. Let's get this arm at least out of the way. I'd like to try to remove this out. 13. Yeah. It looks like 24. Correct. Should have hit you guys on the way, right? Still looking the right way? Yep. All right. We can now get this bar out of the way. I'm just gonna put them in the floor here. Gotta remember you guys are there. To not knock you down. Now we got a clip on the back. Use there's a small picks for this. All you gotta do is push it from the bottom up. You'll see the two tabs spraying open, and then you can just pull it out. For that, you're gonna need the pin puller. It's like a Christmas tree type clip through the intake, just so gently. And then I have it on the way. We can disconnect it in here as well. That's the push valve. All right. Now this hose is out of the way. We got another one here. Got a backing connection on the back. Looks like two of them. Like to use the mirror before, because usually those are the ones that are brittle. Yeah, it's not really even moving. So probably wait to do that when I have the intake out. I need to disconnect one more hose here. Those clamps are a pain in the neck. Position wise. Oh, it wasn't so bad. Luckily I got it out. At least the clamp. All right. I do this almost every time I use it. But whenever you're gonna use a big, you just don't use one hand because it will get you blind. So hold it with the other one so you are safe. All right. Now these are 8 millimeters. Let's try to see here. Yeah, that should be the same. Trying to get the microphone away from the noise a little bit. Sometimes these are directional, and by having it on that position, I think it's speaking too much noise. Not sure till I again check the video itself. I can always reduce the sound, which I haven't not really needed to do since I got this microphone. This microphone is the Blue Parrot 400 XT, I think. I got it from Amazon. I like to buy things from Amazon because if it's something is bad or so, you don't have to deal with anyone. Just order. It's bad. They send you another one, and they deal with the seller, and that is very important for me. Let me take a look up here. We got the EGR valve. Um, hmm, it's gonna be a little hard to reach. Let me see. I'm gonna have to move a little bit of the things around here. Well, this I think is stay. Yeah, no, the that's not how is that. These are both disconnected. So now the ground is back in connection. I need to remove this one from the bottom. Again, this is just personal preference. I do it so I don't break it. Plus, they're so easy to get off that why wouldn't you do it? And there's a hose, the wire, the one is it's a wire. So let's disconnect this. Trying to get more room to work on that EGR because we got two choices here. One, disconnect the EGR completely from the intake or the tube under it. Trying to see if I wanted to remove this or not. Let's get the connector off first. That is pushing down the tab and then just pushing it out. All right. And those two vacuum lines goes from the intake to the EGR, but then there's a third one that goes most likely to the fuel rail, probably to the pressure regulator. Let's focus onto that connection on the EGR. I'm gonna spray some WD-40. I always got good fade on the WD-40. For this, we can use an adjustable wrench, and that's because you can open the yaw big without a full length wrench. Think a move. hmm Now, I think I have a small one. I don't think I do have a small one. Let me see which one might work in there. Now that I already broke it loose, I can use a smaller one. And Lucky me is coming beautiful. I see Erico working on the belt rust or rust belt, and he has to deal with like, I mean, hard cases. Removing a pipe like this is just 2 hours for him, and not here. At least Virginia, we get some rust, but nothing like that. And I got some of my subscribers requesting to do a video, me and Eric, with like electronics, and so I will definitely love to do that, but it's not just up to me. And I know that Eric is always super busy, so it will have to be like something that we both agree on time and everything. All right, that's coming beautiful. All right, got that EGR 5 off, and the intake should just now come off. Oh, we have injectors coming with everything, right? Looks like we are. So we can unplug here. And we're gonna need to disconnect this fuel line. Just take your time always. Hopefully you guys are having a good pick of what I'm doing. I think you got a good angle. And this is just a push. Most likely it's gonna be some fuel in there. No, it wasn't. Car's been in my bay for, I don't know, like 5 hours waiting for the customer to give us the okay. All right, so what we have now to disconnect or not, I don't know. Don't even need to unplug that, not sure. Then the actual connection is this side, at least electrically. Yeah. Seeing the vacuum lines and everything is gonna stay with the intake. That line is on my way. Yes, it is. And that is what, power steering? I think so. So I got the choices: remove the fuel pressure sensor and leave the hose, or remove the hose from here and here. Let's see how loose is that. 1 second, guys. Sorry, it was a parts delivery. So we got everything we need for this one, and I need to see what I need to do with that line. All right, so 18 and something. From 21. Mm-hmm. All right, so again, lucky for me, it's not hard. See how much of that noise is, because I have a lot of noise right next to me right now. Um, one of my co-workers in here is working in another car right next to me. I'm trying to get this clip out so we can move that hose or line. And now I need an 8 for the back side. Can I use this? Okay. Yeah, I can. All right, so now let's get this out. You gotta be careful here. think a little bit of a WD-40 to lubricate that will come handy. Get this wire at least a little bit out of my way. And then here, nothing else you can do is just slowly loosen it up. Well, you got to be careful is when you put it back that those threads are straight. I've seen a lot of people damage the threads and then you're in trouble. I have some Teflon tape in it. Get rid of that. Maybe put something in that. And the belt, get like just a little bit of oil, not much. I'm gonna put that here. And another one in the hose that is not now my way. And this should now come off. And it perfect. See that all garbage in there? That's why you gotta be careful when you're taking intakes out. Just put in the intake on the bench. See all this you have to be very careful because I can see right now a leaf in one of the valves in there, and there's nothing you can do. But it seals, so I will blow air away, and I want to get rid of that. I think the best is to use a vacuum. So let me stop the video 1 second. All right, I was able to remove pretty much everything with the vacuum. Even the little piece that got inside the cylinder, or not the cylinder, the intake packet. I think I'm saying it right. Like to spray a little bit of a brake cleaner here, and I use a small wire brush to clean this. The good thing about the brake clean is it dries very quick, so you have to be really that careful going inside the cylinder because by the time you install everything back, it's gone. This is a bronze wire brush. So I leave some marks. One last time. All right, that should be good enough. And now, what I like to do, some people put like a paint tape, you know, the masking tape. I like to use paper towels and stick them in there because I'm now going to be removing the coils. Make sure they, when you put it, they're sealing out good, everything. I mean, just be careful moving around if you're gonna have any coils go on the side or, you know, the bolts. And that's it. So this is cylinder one, two, three, and then 4, 5, and 6 in the front. Let me tell you on the specific order. You saw it on the beginning of the video. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is our problem cylinder, which is the one I'm going to get the borescope inside, and that's why I haven't stopped the video yet, because I want to share that with you. That's part of the diagnosis. If I don't see anything wrong in there, then I will be done with the removing, which is the only part I will be showing. Uh, Installation will be in reverse order. So let's see. So these balls, they do come out. So again, don't come this way. Bring it away from the dangerous area that will fall inside. I don't see any carbon tracking on the coil, which doesn't mean anything, but I see a little bit of the coloration on the tip of the boot, but that's about it. All right, those three coils are going to be new, and they're OEM. I have the brand new ones here, so that's the part number for you guys, and that comes ready to go. I also have the air filter and the spark plugs in here. Same thing, that's the spark plugs number. Trying to get a camera to focus in that. Okay, perfect. Now let's, okay. 1 second, guys. All right, let's get this spark plugs out. Yeah, feels like it's tight. I'm usually able to remove it just with the ratchet, the battery one, but not in this one. So let's do all of them, all of them. All right, so they're loose. removing is all the spark plugs. I use this from Texton part number and well, part number 492. It's just a rubber tube. You can do this with like a rubber hose, but they sell it and it's easy. All right, so that's number one, a spark plug. Doesn't look oil fouled or nothing like that. Definitely, they've been here for a long time. I don't see any carbon deposits or nothing on the spark plugs. So now let me get the borescope here so we can take a pic inside the cylinder. Hopefully nothing shows into those valves. And one other thing that we can do is we can take a look in here. And you know what, guys? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to fill the cylinder with brake cleaner. I can remove that with the I got a vacuum tool. I should be only on this side. And I don't see it going down or bubbling, which will show that it's dripping inside the cylinder. So that's good news. I got one light here. It's like to clean the lens, and it's on the front when you decide when. And the snap-on um, borescope has two cameras, so we can use the well. Gonna need a mirror to fit them in. All right, I am in the cylinder. All right, guys, not sure how much we'll be able to or not. So I will get you a close capture of that. Boy, this cable's kind of like in the way. How's that? And let me do a zoom. I need to see too. Those are the valves. Well, that's exhaust valve. That means that the camera is facing backward or to the back of the cylinder, which is okay. We need to inspect all the valves, inspect them all. They look beaded, but I don't see any burn marks. And you will see that very easy when you have a burn valve. Plus you will have a dead mees and loss of compression. Alright, this is a little hard to spin. I'm trying to spin the camera inside the cylinder. So is this the other one? Pitted, but nothing wrong with it. We'll see in a second. Now that's most likely one of the intake valves. And they're sealed, as you can see. And no sign of brake fluid or a brake cleaner inside the cylinder, which is great. It's still spinning. That's the other intake valve. You guys are looking at that good, right? Yeah. So we're both able to see that now. I'm spinning and I'm spinning the camera. Try to reach the other exhaust valve, which is coming now into view. And again, you can see that the facing of the seal and area is fitted, but that is completely normal on an exhaust valve. I mean, there is been in there for what? I don't know how many miles are on this car. I have to look. I can tell you 1 second. But yeah, so I don't see nothing wrong with this. So we have 96,000 miles, so almost 97,000. So we're good to go, guys. So I'm going to just install coils and spark plugs, and most likely that is the issue. So this is the end of the video. I hope you guys like the content, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks a lot to all those that are supporting the channel and are liking my videos too. All right, guys, I'll see you next time. All right, guys, I wanted to add this to the end of the video. Now the car is running. I finished installing everything. We put, or I put all the gaskets. You can also separate this intake. It has upper gaskets and lower gaskets. So I replaced both. Car is running good, so I haven't even scanned it. Battery was disconnected, so on hotel you can go to hot function. I already ID the vehicle, and then in cylinder you can get the power balance if it starts. So that's just a little bit of a wait now here, and the test is going to run by itself. And that is completely normal. Oops, sorry. I'm looking at the screen, and as you can see, sometime now 5, and that is not abnormal. The car is just a star, and it's running good. You might not be able to see it completely on the video, but the car is running very, very good. All right, so this is again the end, and sorry I got interrupted 1 second. So again, the car is still running. As you will see, it has a lot of the gray. Hopefully, let me get a little closer and let the camera focus. So the gray is like the history of the idle on the power balance, and nothing is out of range as it was before. So we can get out of here and see how the fuel trims are now. Sometimes it's a little hard for me to talk because I can hear myself on the microphone headphone that I'm using. It's a little distractive. Hotel is a little slow on 4 to load the menus since 4 put a complaint against them for some of the copyright on the software, so they are a little slower on 4. Got the hose connected on the back, so I'm not worried about that car running. So let me select the pits that we need here, which I can show RPM. Usually is one of the first ones. Well, looks like it's not this case. Well, I guess I'm going to scroll down with you guys. All right, we got, well, that's desired RPM. I don't have that yet here. We can get the coolant temperature too. Well, we got the revolutions in there. Now let's look for long term first. This is in alphabetical order. So we got both long terms, which are in 0. I might need to look for the status of, closed loop and so to show that it's either an operative or in closed loop. So let me look for that. Because, okay, just right here. So it's in closed loop. And we got, pretty normal field trim. So as you can see right now, everything is 100% normal. So this is 100% fix. Again, if you have any link codes and misfires on these cars, go for the coils. All right, guys. See you next time.